Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but...
Hello, I'm Sherry Edsel. I am a believer in Jesus Christ. My family did not attend church together. My mom's mom, my grandmother, was a spiritual giant. She took us girls to church with her. I grew up hearing all the stories of Abraham and Daniel, David, Ruth, and the others. We were not consistent in our attendance. I'm sure that my grandmother's prayers and God's grace saw us through. When I met my husband, I knew he was not a Christian, and I knew we are not to be unequally married to unbelievers, but I wanted what I wanted. I loved being married and taking care of our house and kids. I had grown up in Flint, Michigan. After 2 years of marriage, my husband wanted to move back home so it would be easier for him to take care of things for his mother. So just weeks before Thanksgiving of 1968, we moved to Bay City. Of course, I knew no one except his parents and aunts and uncles. It became a very lonely time for me. He was working long hours and traveling to Flint each day for work. I took care of our children, but I started resenting him for not taking his turn. And I thought Sunday morning would be the perfect time for him to watch them and let me sleep in. One Saturday, I was thinking about how I used to go to church as a child. My husband didn't forbid me from attending. I just wanted to go as a family. When I realized I had not taught my children one Bible story, I was so ashamed. I thought, tomorrow, Sunday, I could take the kids and be home before my husband ever woke up. And that's just what I did. I dressed them up and we went to church. I fell in love with God all over again. This church was the right place for me and my family. Vern would not attend with us, but we became faithful members from that time forward. I loved my children being taught the Bible stories. It was easy for me to say yes to becoming a Sunday school teacher, then later a caravan or a scout group leader. When I first heard about Celebrate Recovery, I was in awe that a real spiritual-based ministry existed for people who were looking for a way out of addictions. One that used the name Jesus Christ, not that elusive higher power. I wanted to help them any way I could. We found out to be a leader, we had to go through the 4 books and the classes that they would have to go through, and it might take us up to a year. There was nothing wrong with me. I was a Christian, had been for years. Boy, did I have a lot to learn. I came to realize my feelings of inadequacy was rooted in my having trouble learning to read in elementary school. That feeling had followed me through high school and into adulthood. Even though I did learn to read back then, and I love to read now, realizing that was my past and God had more for me in the future was a real breakthrough for me. I thank CR for the growth I found, how God has helped to release me from my procrastination also, and In Christ, we are a new creation, here to glorify God and do His will. Thank you. Done.
Hi, I'm Jessie. I'm a grateful believer in Jesus Christ who struggles with drugs and alcohol. When I first started coming to CR, I still had a lot of anger issues. I was working through my 12 steps and working the program. I've been able to let go of the anger, the hurt, the resentment. CR has been a fabulous thing for me because I've been able to welcome in love and learn to move forward with everything that I've been through.
Thank you.
Hello, my name is Roger Gallant, and I'm a great believer in Jesus Christ, and I struggle with alcohol, drugs, and other anger issues. And I'm here to just say that I love doing the things that I do, and I love to help other people.
Hi, I'm Mary Vaughn. I'm a grateful believer in Jesus Christ who's in recovery for alcohol and food addiction. I came in to celebrate recovery for my food addiction. And I had been in secular recovery for quite a while, probably for about 10 years at that point. And I was struggling because I would get to what we call the fourth step, where you do an inventory and then you have to turn it over to somebody, tell them that verbally out loud, and I would always crash and burn every single time and go back into my addiction. Through Celebrate Recovery, I was able to actually do my inventory and start on a road to recovery by turning it over to Jesus Christ. This ministry has been so powerful in my life. It's brought a whole new meaning to my relationship with Jesus, and the friendships that we have developed are my forever family. We have support with each other, accountability with each other, and I am just grateful for this ministry. I would say to anybody that if you're thinking that Celebrate Recovery isn't for you, I would say you better think again. This is for everyone. It certainly can bring your relationship with Jesus a lot closer. So thanks for letting me share.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me.